Hello everyone, welcome back to this yet another lecture regarding the resources. Friends, we had seen in the last lecture something related to mining resources. We have gone through some of the major mining resources and these are understood with the help of how it should be extracted out. That means how are you trying to extract out the particular resource by different methods. That was something related to the mining resources. Today, with regards to the same mining resources, we are going to understand one of the major and important criteria from exam point of view, and that is related to called as mining safety. Before understanding the concept of mining safety, let's look forward that what content we are going to cover in today's lecture. So today we are basically going to see for the very first thing that what do you mean by mining safety. Okay, that will be our major concept of understanding the idea of mining safety. Reason is because unless and until you do not understand the concept of mining safety, you will not be able to understand what are the hazards, what are the safety measures to be taken during these mining processes or mineral extraction process. So we have to first understand what do you mean by mining safety. Next, we will move forward today with the concept called as hazards and safety measures. And these hazards and safety measures will be including topics related to ventilation, gas ignition, noise, cave-ins, rock falls, etc. etc. So today our major part will be a focus on to determine how safely you can extract out the minerals from the earth crust or the ore from the earth crust. Let's understand by definition itself what do you mean by mining safety. So when it comes to a question of what safety means, especially related to extraction of mineral, it should be very clear that mining safety is a broad term referring to a practice of controlling and managing a wider range of hazards associated with mining activities. Okay? इसका मतलब क्या होता है? माइनिंग सेफ्टी में सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट होता है कि किसी भी चीज़ को कंट्रोल करना। कौन सी चीज़ को? एक प्रैक्टिस क्रिएट करनी है हमें जिसमें मिनरल्स हम एक्सट्रैक्ट कर पाएंगे, एट द सेम टाइम उसे कंट्रोल एंड मैनेज कर पाएंगे सो दैट हमारी माइनिंग एक्टिविटीज़ के टाइम पे ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज, जियोलॉजिकल रिसोर्सेज को कम से कम हार्म हो सके. सो दैट इज बेसिकली कॉल्ड एज माइनिंग सेफ्टी. This mining safety also look forward from the point of view of legally and socially aspects. So you have to not only think about the humans, that means of course humans are important, but you have also to think about the legal activity, you have to think about the social activities. So each and every point when considered from one perspective of safety, it becomes a major role of mining safety. So you have to not only think about the humans or only particularly about the nature, but from all point of view you have to think. So you have to not only disturb the human activity, but you have to also extract out the minerals, as well as you have to control. It should be in form of legal activity, it should be a controlled legal activity, it should be a social responsibility also. That means if you are trying to extract out some kind of minerals, आपकी ये moral responsibility बन जाती है कि आप पहले उस जियोलॉजी को स्टडी करो so that सारा मटेरियल एक्सट्रैक्ट नहीं कर लोगे. रीजन इज बिकॉज इट रिक्वायर्स मिलियंस ऑफ years for the formation. So you have to give some time, you have to give some kind of mode so that आपका geological structure, let's go for a mountain example, वो डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं होगा, रादर आप कुछ अमाउंट में मिनरल्स एक्सट्रैक्ट कर पाओगे. सो दैट इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज सोशली एंड मॉरली लेवल्स ऑल्सो. The fundamental principle when we talk something about a mining safety is human health is at the prior part. That means humans, because we humans are entering into the ore, the crust of the earth by creating a tunnels or by using a shafts, etc., etc., like we have seen in the earlier lectures. So human health or human resource is one of the major safety resource to be looked forward while mining. The second important thing is you should also look forward for that you reduce the danger which should be caused to the mines. That means आपका जियोलॉजिकल एरिया, आप जिस एरिया में काम कर रहे हो वो एरिया खराब नहीं होना चाहिए. ऑफ कोर्स वो डिस्ट्रॉय तो हो रहा है, पर एट द सेम टाइम उसका रिडक्शन कम से कम लॉस हो, ये हमें ध्यान में रखना चाहिए. Because finally, when you are creating explosions for eliminating out or extracting out the ores or any kind of minerals, there will be machineries, there will be plants, and if an explosion takes place in the entire plant, it will cause an accident. Henceforth, माइनिंग सेफ्टी का सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल ये भी होता है कि किसी भी प्लांट का रिस्क कम से कम किया जाता है, स्ट्रक्चर को मेंटेन किया जाता है. दैट मीन्स you have to extract out the minerals as it is. अगर आप मिनरल्स को ज़्यादा क्रश डाउन कर देते हो, ज़्यादा ब्लास्ट हो जाता है माइनिंग एक्टिविटीज़ के टाइम पे, तो आपका वो मिनरल कोई भी यूज में नहीं रहता है. एंड दैट इज द रीजन यू हैव टू मेंटेन द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द ओर ड्यूरिंग दिस माइनिंग एक्टिविटी. This safety also includes some business concerns also, because of course ये mining business property या business deal की वजह से किया जाता है. Henceforth it is very important that this concept is legally undertaken. You have to undergo all the legal processes while carrying out these mining activities. Henceforth, whenever there is an accident taking place in any kind of mines or any kind of mineral extraction process, it is being refunded so that the miners, that means जो extract करते हैं minerals, उन्हें हम miners कहते हैं, ये miners को health effect के benefits दिए जाते हैं. So इनका medical terms create होता है, that is something related to business terminologies. Now friends, even though people say, and we also say, that mining today is very much sustainable or very much safer as compared to the years earlier, but is it true at all cost? To my point, it is not true at all cost. Reason is very simple. Because even though we are talking something about the equipments or the measurements or the measure resources which we take care during the mining safeties or mining activities, extraction of minerals activities, yet it is one of the natural geological process. That means you are trying to dig down, you are trying to create a burrow, you are trying to create a tunnel in the mountain, due to which this precious material is being provided to you people. That is correct. But actually the problem which is taking place is something different. That means there is a complete collapse of the geographical area, complete collapse of the geological part, due to which the accidents now also take place. So it is not that sustainable or safer as we think right now. For example, we have some of the examples which we will be looking forward from this lecture also, and you have to keep in mind these examples. For example, the government of China indicated that during a year around, that means in a particular year, almost 5,000 miners of the China have lost their lives according to China. But actually when the government surveys are made, from the other point of view which are running the mineries, they have calculated that it is around 20,000 miners which have lost their life in single China itself. That means you can understand what vast number of difference can an accident cause. Second example. On the March of 10th, 1906, the Corriers mine disaster which took place in the Europe was considered to be a worst mine disaster. Reason was it was around 1099 miners who lost their lives at a single accident itself, there itself. But this accident was overtaken by the second accident which took place in the China on 26th of April 1942, and the accident was called as Belsui Colliery accident. Here around 1549 miners lost their lives at a single accident moment within there itself. Again you can find one of the disaster accident which took place in the Russia in 2007, which was called as Yulovskia mine disaster. Now this was again one of the disaster which took place and caused major health effects on the mineries. Many people lost their lives and many houses were destroyed. Next explosion which took place. Now one thing you should keep on this slide noted, that we are discussing some of the major mineries accident. Like we had discussed something about the nuclear accident, this is something related to mine accident. So in 2009, again there took place an explosion in the mine, and that was called as Helgengeorgon mine explosion. In 2010, in United States, it was Upper Big Branch mine disaster. Why are we discussing these names only is the reason because they have caused huge amount of human loss. Many lives have been lost in a single accident itself. So you can just think about it that even from the 1906 to 1942, now compared to 2010, you can find that around more than thousands of people have lost their lives in a single accident itself. Now let's move forward for a next concept that is called as hazards and safety. Now what do you mean by hazards and safety? So when we talk something about the hazards, we have seen that it is something important related to what effects will be caused, what are the problems will be occurring there is will be called as an hazards. So whenever you are talking something about a minories, you should look forward that you are dealing something about the problems which the human is going to face, and that will be called as a hazards. When you talk something about the safety measures, that means what kind of alternative resources will be used in that particular area on that particular accident which took place. That will be called as a safety measure. For example, we'll go with the first problem, that is ventilation problem. So we know that mineries or mining is basically one kind of culture or one kind of profession where you have to go deep inside the crust of the earth by creating a tunnel or by creating a burrow. Now when you get into deep inside the crust of any kind of earth, maybe it is somewhere in our continent or other continent, of course the crust is crust. That means what will happen, the problem of ventilation starts over there. You are lagging behind or you are lagging out of the oxygen content. So that is one of the major problem which takes place in the mining activities. So ventilation should be a major concern when your miners, आपके जब कोई भी वर्कर्स माइनिंग में काम करने के लिए जाते हैं किसी भी कंपनी के, तो कंपनी सबसे पहला क्रिएट करती है वो होता है वेंटिलेशन. सो हम बरोज क्रिएट करते हैं, हम टनल्स क्रिएट करते हैं जो हमने मिनरल और एक्सट्रैक्शन के टाइम पे देखा था. बट एट द सेम टाइम सबसे बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट होता है कि वेंटिलेशन क्रिएट किया जाए सो दैट जो कोई भी हीट मटेरियल, डस्ट मटेरियल अंदर क्रिएट हो रहा है that will not cause much harmful effect on the mineries. So that will be a first criteria. बिकॉज हमें पता होता है कि अगर पुअर वेंटिलेशन हो जाता है और फिर भी आप उसी वेंटिलेशन में काम कर रहे हैं तो ऑफकोर्स हीट ज़्यादा जनरेट होगी बिकॉज आप कोल में काम कर रहे हो, आप अर्थ क्रस्ट में काम कर रहे हो. जितना हीट ज़्यादा जनरेट होगा उतना ज़्यादा हार्मफुल गैसेस भी होगा बिकॉज आप क्रश कर रहे हो मटेरियल. सो जितना ज़्यादा क्रशिंग होगा उतना ज़्यादा हीट तैयार होगा, उतना ज़्यादा डस्ट तैयार होगा, उतना ज़्यादा गैसेस मटेरियल तैयार होंगे और जितना ज़्यादा ये अमाउंट में इम्प्योरिटीज तैयार होती है उतने ही ज़्यादा प्रोबेबिलिटीज बन जाते हैं इलनेस के. दैट मीन्स ह्यूमन इफेक्ट होता है इतना ज़्यादा कि आपके रेस्पिरेटरी डिसऑर्डर्स होना शुरू हो जाते हैं, आपके मे बी पल्मोनरी डिसऑर्डर्स होना शुरू हो जाते हैं एंड फाइनली इट कैन लीड टू अ डेथ. So that is one of the major cause of ventilation. For example, then how can you control these ventilation? So when we are talking something about mineries, we know that mines have a basic idea or mineries have a basic idea that there is a creation of gases. And of course, when these gases are prepared, these gases of course not very good gases. That means हम ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते कि these gases, if even though if I cover up my face or even if I get protected, these gases will not harm me. Of course they can harm you because they are much poisonous gases which are being prepared in that particular tunnel during the minings or mineral extraction. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट्स कंसिडर कि आप कोई भी ओर में काम कर रहे हो, मिनरल एक्सट्रैक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, आप टनल के अंदर हो एंड यू आर ट्राइंग टू एक्सट्रैक्ट आउट सम काइंड ऑफ मिनरल, फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोल. Of course, it is not only the coal which you are trying to extract it out. At the same time, methane is being created over there because it is one of the major carbon compound, right? सो हमें पता है कि कोल ये एक मेजर कार्बन कंपाउंड है. सिमिलरली मीथेन इज वन ऑफ द कॉमन एंड बेसिक कार्बन कंपाउंड. इसमें से क्या होगा, एयर कंटेमिनेट होना शुरू हो जाएगा. दैट मीन्स एयर पोल्यूट होना शुरू हो जाएगा. एंड वन कैन अंडरस्टैंड इट वेरी इजीली. अगर आप लोगों को मिथेन का ये कंसेप्ट, मिथेन की केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी अच्छी तरह से पता होगी तो आपको समझ में आसानी से आ जाएगा that if you try to inhale such components, for example the components which are alkane in nature, they are completely hazardous to the human health. अगर मिथेन कोई भी गलती से इनहेल कर लेता है तो इट इज वन ऑफ द मेजर डिस्ट्रॉइंग फैक्टर ऑफ योर लंग्स. सो दैट इज वन मोर रीजन वेयर द माइनरीज और जो या फिर जो लोग माइंस में काम करते हैं उन्हें रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लम सबसे ज़्यादा क्यों होता है. तो दिस इज वन ऑफ द रीजन कि कोल डस्ट, मिथेन, सिलिका डस्ट एक्सेट्रा ये बहुत ज़्यादा अमाउंट में उनकी बॉडी में सैचुरेट होना शुरू हो जाता है. रादर हम कह सकते हैं कि उनकी स्पेशली लंग्स में सैचुरेट होना शुरू हो जाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से उन्हें ब्लैक लंग्स प्रॉब्लम्स या फिर डिजीज भी हो सकता है. सो दिस कैन बी एक्चुअली कंट्रोल्ड व्हेन यू क्रिएट अ डाइल्यूशन मेथड. सो हमें पहला क्या करना होगा कि जो भी मटेरियल क्रिएट हो रहा है या फिर जो भी गैसेस मटेरियल क्रिएट हो रहे हैं जिसमें मीथेन कंपोनेंट अगर आपको पता चलता है या फिर ऐसा कंपोनेंट पता चलता है कि ये ज़्यादा क्रिएट होने वाला है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोल डस्ट ज़्यादा क्रिएट होने वाला है या फिर मीथेन ज़्यादा क्रिएट होने वाला है, तो माइंस में पहले ही वेंटिलेशन के साथ साथ डाइल्यूशन प्रोसेस लगा दिए जाते हैं. दैट मीन्स हॉट एयर स्ट्रीम्स क्रिएट किए जाते हैं जिसमें से एयर पास होगी, बिकॉज ऑफ विच जो भी डस्ट क्रिएट हो रहा है या फिर जो भी मीथेन गैसेस, हार्मफुल गैसेस तैयार हो रहे हैं वो विद द फ्लो वेंटिलेशन, दूसरा जो वेंटिलेशन होगा जिसमें एग्जॉस्ट होगा उसके साथ बाहर आ जाएगा. सो ऑफ कोर्स इन टर्न क्या होगा, बिकॉज ऑफ एग्जॉस्ट ये मटेरियल पॉइजनस मटेरियल डायरेक्टली एब्जॉर्ब कर लेगा कोई मशीनरी एंड रादर ह्यूमन पे कम इफेक्ट दिखना शुरू हो जाएगा. सो दैट विल बी अ फर्स्ट पार्ट. द नेक्स्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम वेंटिलेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू इज कि एयर जो होगा वो सर्कुलेटरी मोशन में होना चाहिए. दैट मीन्स कंटिन्यूस एयर फ्लो मिलना चाहिए जो माइंस में जाते हैं उन लोगों के लिए. सो वहाँ पे फैंस लगाए जाते हैं, ह्यूज फैंस आर बीइंग क्रिएटेड ओवर देयर so that the fresh air is continuously provided from outer part to inner part of the mines, because the part of the crust where the miners enter, the miners work is very heatable. That means it is very hot enough, it is very humid enough. If this humidity gets continued, अगर आप उनको कूलिंग नहीं देते हो तो एक तो ऑक्सीजन प्रोवाइड नहीं होगा because there is no other source. It is one of the tunnel. It is a closed packed area, so there is no source of oxygen. And the second important thing, because of heat also, humidity also, there can be heat strokes, right? So आपको cooling provide करना पड़ता है, and one of the best source of cooling providing is that fresh air should be provided with the help of the fans or the air coolers, which are huge enough to give cooling to the tunnel itself for the people over there. नेक्स्ट वन इज इवन दो सम काइंड ऑफ डस्ट इज बीइंग प्रोड्यूस्ड, अगर हो जाता है फॉर एग्जांपल फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो हम डस्ट प्रोवाइड या फिर डस्ट क्रिएट ही नहीं होने देंगे, एयर प्रोवाइड करते रहेंगे, कूलिंग प्रोवाइड करते रहेंगे, डाइल्यूशन करते रहेंगे, बट इन सेंस if the dust is being created, what another source is being created for the ventilation purpose or for the safety measures of the miners inside the mine is spraying of water. So there is a continuous spraying of water जिसकी वजह से जो particulate material है वो heavy हो जाते हैं and they settle down, because of which the people can work over there. So डस्ट को कम करना या फिर गैशियस मटेरियल विच आर हैजार्डस, इनको कम करना, ये सबसे बड़ा और इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट होता है वेंटिलेशन का इन माइनिंग सेफ्टी. इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट इन माइनिंग सेफ्टी ऑल्सो इंक्लूड्स कि पहले तो डिटेक्ट किया जाए दैट हाउ मच अमाउंट ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, ऑक्सीजन, H2S and methane is being contained. Now this can be calculated and special engineers are there working on these projects. If the engineers find out that the concentration is more than 1.5%, the work is completely stopped. Reason is because this much amount of itself gaseous material, poisonous gaseous material present in the mine can cause a blast. So they become flammable. Okay. At the same time, बिकॉज मोर अमाउंट ऑफ पीपल, मोर अमाउंट ऑफ, एक सिंगल वर्कर तो नहीं होता है, बहुत सारे वर्कर्स होते हैं, सो ऑक्सीजन नीड ऑफ कोर्स इज वेरी मच मोर. So if the oxygen need becomes reduced, that means of course there will be a greater amount of production of carbon dioxide, and of course there will be because of work continuously going on, there will be a generation of methane also and sulfur dioxide also, etc, etc. So engineers इस पे स्पेशली काम करते रहते हैं to calculate and lower down the limits of all the poisonous gases material. Additionally, these people detect the gases material which are being generated each and every time. So they usually make a checking also for each and every miner कि इस माइनर में कितना ज़्यादा या फिर इस वर्कर में कितना ज़्यादा पॉइजनस मटेरियल अगर एक्यूमुलेट हो रहा है तो दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन शुड नॉट बी सेंट फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर लिमिट ऑफ टाइम एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. सो दैट इज अगेन द वर्क विच इज डन ड्यूरिंग द माइनिंग सेफ्टीज. The second important point during the hazards and hazards material is gas ignition. Because अभी हमने देखा था when you are trying to extract out the minerals, you are of course having a problem with related to generation of dust, right? So that is one issue. Similarly, you are creating, that means the mine is creating a hazardous gases material. अभी हमने देखा था if this hazardous gases material are being created and if these components, because they are very well structured components, if these components combine together and if consider there is a sparking, there will of course be a huge explosion in the coal mine. So this can take place. That means it can be a natural form also, and it can maybe a problem created because of the illiteracy of a miner or less experience of that worker. So both problems can occur. Now for that purpose, gas ignitions are prepared. Now what happens in the gas ignitions, लाइमस्टोन का डस्ट क्रिएट किया जाता है. जैसे हमें पता है कि कोल का एक डस्ट होता है. कोल एग्जाम्पल हम इसलिए ले रहे हैं बिकॉज इट बिकम्स ईजी फॉर अस टू अंडरस्टैंड. यही मेथड हर एक माइनिंग प्रोसेस में एप्लीकेबल होता है. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर कोल माइंस में एक्सप्लोजन हो रहा है या फिर कोल माइंस डिग आउट हो रही है, दैट मीन्स वहाँ पे कोल का सैचुरेशन, डस्ट फॉर्मेशन काफ़ी ज़्यादा है. दैट मीन्स कार्बन का सैचुरेशन काफ़ी ज़्यादा है. ऑफकोर्स इसका मतलब होगा कि पॉइजनस मटेरियल काफ़ी ज़्यादा अमाउंट में प्रिपेयर हो रहे. नाउ टू सेटल डाउन दीज, either you can use the first method, that is ventilation method. If not affordable for you, that means in some parts when you go deeper inside the tunnel, you are continuously going deeper inside the tunnel into deep inside the earth crust. There are few parts or few areas where ventilation is not an idea of giving a solution to settle down the coal dust. Then what you have to do, you have to spread out the limestone dust. This limestone dust combines with that of the coal mine dust, that means charcoal dust, and it minimizes the explosion possibilities. Okay, because limestone and coal का जो carbon and स्टोन का जो मिक्सचर कॉम्बिनेशन हो जाता है, इट गिव्स एंड वन काइंड ऑफ पोटेंशियल एनर्जी सो दैट द पार्टिकल गेट्स सेटल डाउन. इट गेट्स इनटू अ स्ट्रक्चर्ड फॉर्म जहाँ पे प्योर कोल नहीं होगा, बिकॉज जहाँ पे प्योर कोल होगा वहाँ पे एक्सप्लोजन होने के चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं. रादर अगर इसे कंबाइन किया जाए किसी ऐसे प्रोडक्ट के साथ में विच कैन कॉज अ मॉइस्चर इन इट, so it will start to settle down and it will cause a less explosion. Okay, so this is basically a process called as rock dusting. That means limestone dust को spread किया जाता है या फिर dust किया जाता है with the help of gas igniters so that explosion नहीं हो और एक particular kind of moisture होके ये सारा product नीचे बैठ जाएगा जो hazardous होगा. इसकी वजह से क्या होता है, sometimes there are, that means large amount of coal is generated, large amount of carbon is generated, methane gas is generated, and sometimes it becomes out of control for the miner worker to control all these activities. Now at this time the water is one of the major source which can cut down all these activities. So if the rock dusting is not working, then you have to spray the water. Literally you have to fill the tunnel with that of the water. Of course, the safeties of the miners is being taken so that the complete process is being cooled down. Because माइनिंग एक्टिविटी में सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट होता है कि इसका टेम्परेचर मेंटेन किया जाए, बिकॉज इट इज वेरी ह्यूमिड, इट इज वेरी 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 हीटेड प्लेस, and when in a particular heated place where the carbon component is very much enough, at that moment if the spark takes place, because of course we know, because it is a burrow, it is a tunnel, it is a dark place, you have to create electricity, you have to provide electricity over there. So maybe by chance sometime it can happen that the activity takes place in such a way that the explosion may take place because of the sparking itself. So what you have to do, you have to control it with the help of the water. The biggest problem which the scientists have studied till date is that the mining activity causes a huge loss of hearing senses of that of the workers working in the mines. Because we know that there is a large equipments used. These large equipments of course will create louder noises. First thing. Second important thing, because it is a closed space, that means it is a tunnel, it is a burrow. So it is a small hole where the humans are entering, and continuous voice, loud noise is there. To control this loud noise, there is no other way instead of to create or protect your ears with the hearing aids. Okay, so that is the only method which, that means engineered hearing aids होते हैं जिसकी वजह से आपकी ears protected होते हैं. But the actual fact is, even though some people claim that the very hearing aids do protect the miners from the very hazardous part of getting deaf, it is not completely true. Reason is, the US has stated that 90% of their workers working in the coal mines have lost their hearing senses. And you can just imagine, because of 115 decibel sound is being created over there. So you can just imagine, it is just a rough data which is being provided to us, that is 115 decibel के sounds पे hearing loss हो जाता है या फिर hearing power चला जाता है. ये स्टडी हुआ था. बट अगेन थिंक अबाउट इट, जितना ज़्यादा आप अंदर घुसोगे, बरों में घुसोगे, उतना ही ज़्यादा वेंटिलेशन कम हो जाएगा, उतना ही ज़्यादा क्लोज स्पेस हो जाएगा. जितना ज़्यादा क्लोज स्पेस होगा उतना ज़्यादा वॉइस क्रिएट होगा, इको क्रिएट होगा. एट द सेम टाइम आप इक्विपमेंट्स ऐसे यूज़ कर रहे हो जहाँ पे आपको रॉक्स ब्रेक करना है, जहाँ पे आपको रॉक क्रश करना है. सो ये सब को तो on ground हो नहीं सकता है. So you have to be underground. So when you are underground itself, there are chances that you will have a deafness at major part. The important part again is there are cave-ins and rock falls. So ज़्यादा difficult नहीं है caves-in समझना. Cave-in means there is a falling down, there is a shifting of all the geological material. So जैसे हमने mineral extraction के टाइम पे कहा था that particular land area is studied, and then after studying that particular land area, which kind of method should be used for extraction of mineral is decided. So if it is a porous land material, no one will attempt to go horizontally. Of course, will go directly vertically or by slope method. So that is one method. What happens when all of a suddenly you are not sure about the area or location, or sometimes even the nature itself gets a shift, and because of this shift the complete ground or the complete cave falls down. So this is at present being controlled with the help of modern technologies such as timbering and brassing, but it has only reduced the accidents because of only 50%. That means जितना भी कोई कंपनी टिम्बरिंग ब्रासिंग कर ले, ओनली 50% ऑफ एक्सीडेंट ही रिड्यूस हो सकता है, बिकॉज कोलैप्स ये काफ़ी ज़्यादा नॉर्मल एक्टिविटी है. अगर आप ज़्यादा बरो क्रिएट करते जाओगे तो ऑफकोर्स आप जियोलॉजिकल प्रॉपर्टी, जियोलॉजिकल हैबिटेट जो है वो डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हो. तो जितना ज़्यादा डिस्ट्रॉय होगा उतना प्लेट्स मूव करेंगे, जितना प्लेट्स मूव करेगी देयर विल बी अ नेचुरल प्रोसेस ऑफ कोलैप्सिंग डाउन. So one example given to us is 33 Chilean miners, which was taken place in the year 2010. That means it is not that long back. Many miners were trapped in this because of cave-ins. That means the rocks were fallen down. It was around a complete closure of the tunnel from both the sides. It was nowhere exit out for the workers from there, and it was around for 69 days where the workers were there in that tunnel itself. So one can imagine what state might be there, because lack of oxygen, lack of water, no food, etc., etc. And 69 days in a single tunnel for a number of colleagues, etc., etc. It becomes difficult to survive over there. So it is not that fact that each and every accident can be controlled by timbering and brazing wall, but it is one of the new technology and method which the engineers have developed. It's true. The next important hazard takes place in the mining, which are very generalized now, which we have also talked in our earlier part also, is called as the heat exposure. So we know that when carbon is more amount, poisonous gaseous material are being generated, that means huge amount of temperature will be there and huge amount of humidity will be created. So of course the person will suffer from the heat stroke. So that is one part. And the solution for it could be very simple, that is you have to either go with aeration part, that is ventilation part, or the water part. So because if you go with the water part, you can also get some kind of oxygen material, and if go for ventilation part, of course your heat will be lowered down and you will of course get an oxygen material good amount. एक्सप्लोजन होता है. सो किसी भी कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट पे एक्सप्लोजन इट इज़ अ वेरी कॉमन प्रॉपर्टी. ये बहुत ज़्यादा नॉर्मल हो जाता है जब कोई माइनिंग एक्टिविटी हो रही हो, बट ये उतना ही ज़्यादा हेजार्डस होता है. रीज़न इज बिकॉज इसमें पर्सनल और प्रॉपर्टी लेवल, दैट मीन्स कोई कंपनी काम करे या फिर किसी कंपनी का बजट है उस पर, सो दोनों डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाते हैं. पर्सनल इन अ सेंस ह्यूमन डेथ हो जाते हैं, एंड प्रॉपर्टी लेवल इन अ सेंस बिकॉज द कंपनी इज इन द लॉस बिकॉज ऑफ द कंप्लीट प्रॉपर्टीज बीइंग डिस्ट्रॉयड. डस्ट एक्सपोजर भी काफ़ी ज़्यादा होता है, बिकॉज वी नो माइनिंग में या फिर एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ मिनरल में सबसे ज़्यादा पार्ट होता है दैट आपको क्रश करना पड़ता है. यू हैव टू क्रश इट डाउन इनटू फाइन पार्टिकल्स, ऐसा फाइन पार्टिकल्स विच कैन नॉट बी विजिबल टू योर आईज ऑल्सो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सिलिका डस्ट हैज बीन क्रिएटेड. Because of this silica dust, of course there will be a problem of lungs. So ये minute particles इतना fine होता है कि the workers start working there for months to years together in that coal mine, on that particular mineral mine, without knowing that they are continuously inhaling microns, 2 million microns of dust exposed particles rigorously in their lungs. Now, what happens because of these is the activities such as, like I said, the miners usually suffer. The science has said that they usually suffer from black lung diseases. Now, what do you mean black lung diseases means? The complete lung, alveoli, the vents, all the lung is actually filled with the coal material. सो इसीलिए तो यूजुअली टीवी पे एडवर्टाइजमेंट होता है दैट सिगरेट स्मोकिंग इज इंजूरियस टू हेल्थ बिकॉज इट इज वन काइंड ऑफ द कोल मटेरियल विच यू आर टेकिंग इनसाइड. So that is one more reason. So it causes a black lung. That means your complete oxygen capacity is cut down, your blood flow within the lungs for purification, etc., is cut down, and that will cause you a black lung disease. Next one is silicosis. Now silicosis again is same something related to that of the lung diseases, where your pouches of the air which are present in your lung will be affected. That means they will not be able to take in the fresh air. You will not be able to breathe in short. So that will be called as silicosis. Lung cancer, of course, is a very major and one of the known criteria to you people. So lung cancer can be also caused by one of the mining effects. So lung cancer today is caused by majorly because of all the inactivity which is taking place around us, especially like smoking or maybe the vehicular emission, etc., etc. But mining is also one of the major reasons. So you can see in this photo, this actually is a picture of lung cancer. That means a complete cyst is being formed over there. There is a complete saturation of the cells which is blocking up the air which is to be taken in by the alveoli, and it causes a lung cancer. Now, this is one major problem which is right now seen everywhere, that is called as COPD, that is chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. That means a person is unable to breathe in fresh air, even though he or she tries hard to breathe in the air by all major means and sources. The person is unable to take in the air. That means oxygen हम ले ही नहीं पाते. Reason is because there is no such venular system or alveolar system open so that we can take in the air. Now the question arises then, are the only safety measures that much enough? The answer is no. Some kind of norm should also be placed, and such some kind of norms are being placed by the United States of Mining Safeties and Health Administration. So you should remember these actually. Reason is because if you remember this, it will of course be an applicable part for you, because maybe they can ask you the abbreviation form of MSHA. So it is Mine Safety and Health Administration. This was developed by United States to develop and enforce the regulations so that mining safety is completely in control. That means the all rules and regulations and legalities to be followed under the MSHA. A second type of norm which is created or regulation which is created is called as NIOSH, that is National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. They are people basically doing a research work on the health issues related to that of the miners. That means जो लोग माइंस में काम करते हैं, वर्कर्स होते हैं माइंस के, उनके हेल्थ पे अगर कोई काम करने वाला इंस्टीट्यूट होगा, रेगुलेशन होगा, तो ये वो रेगुलेशन है NIOSH. The third one is NORA, that is National Occupational Research Agenda. Basically, these people work similarly to that of NIOSH. Only the part is more priority is given to that of industry sector by NORA. So that is one of the major difference between NIOSH and NORA. So what you have to keep in mind is the important factor that mining safety is one of the major area of discussion when you talk something about the mineral resources, because it is one of the major concern with regards to that of human and with regards to that of structure and atmosphere present around us. So friends, I hope you have understood this concept a little better. But if you have not, you can just rewind it back again, study hard for it, because it is one of the important factors which is being asked in the examinations every time. Till we meet for the next lecture, study hard.